live again.
It's
Friday night, into the unknown. Here we are.
Another Friday night.
Good to see you again, Shawnee.
Daniel, Jupiter Cassidy, great to have you back in the studio
Thank
again.
you. Feels good to be back in the chair.
Yay, yay. And you've ventured away. You went down to super cold Canberra.
I went to our nation's capital and spent a week down there.
Inspired.
It's not exactly an inspiring place, especially in COVID-19. It was pretty boring.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, Canberra. Yay.
Where I'm from, Shawnee.
Yeah, indeed,
take the boy
bro.
out of Canberra, but can't take Canberra out of the boy.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
You guys did a good job last week, by the way.
Was okay? Yeah, it was good. It was fun. The Bernie hands were awesome.
Shredders.
Great, yeah.
Kristen shredding on the guitar.
It was fun.
Professionals, consummate professionals.
You know, we're doing.
So what have we got this week?
Look, this week we're going to jump into. We've got a special guest, featured artist this week, Byron Bay legend and troubadour Willie McElroy's on the show. We've got Nana Cap's Table, of course. Kev's Corner. We're going to get a bit of a roundup from Kev. Maybe play a new film clip or something like that from Kev. Bit of an update there. Also, our industry stalwart and legend, Rusty.
Rusty Nails.
With Rusty's Blues Fest
Love you,
rave.
Rusty.
Yeah, nice one, bro. Yeah, that'll. I think there's something else in there, but that'll get us going.
That'll get us going. So what are we going to kick the show off?
Well, let's go have a look at the film clip from last week, which was called Sycamore from Seaside. And that was our video of the week last week. So
Right,
we'll
go straight to that.
straight to that, have a look, and we'll come back with some industry news.
Right.
And I'm done now.
Sycamore, yeah, from Seaside.
And they're Byron
Byron
group.
outfit.
And really, really nice track.
Who'd have thunk it,
Really
hey?
good kind of dreamy indie pop. Like
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, as good as anything you'd hear or expect, that's like...
Seaside, come on.
Yeah.
Where are you? We want you in here.
Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be great to have them play. Cruisy. Industry spotlight. Let's have a bit of a...
Let's have a rave. Let's have a
bit
yarn
of a
about
rave, yeah.
our sector.
Yeah. Does that mean we go to a funky slide with a big bang? Yeah, yes, there you go. A bit of funky. The guys working on our new format, changing it up, mate. The whole going live thing. It's a thing.
It's a fun thing.
It's a fun thing. It is indeed. Thanks, guys. Look, the finalists for the 2020 Art Music Awards have been unveiled, with the organisers describing this year's selection as the most vibrant and surprising lineup of shortlisted artists, works and performances. They've narrowed it down from 278 nominations across 13 categories, with winners set to be unveiled on September 8 during the virtual awards ceremony. It's all going online, it's all virtual. The annual event, which celebrates its 10th anniversary this year, will be live streamed via APRA and AMCOS YouTube channel on September 8 at 7 p.m, so check that out.
Good to see them. Good to see them stepping with the times, getting virtual.
Yeah. Well, that's it. We can all go now.
Yeah,
we can all go to the awards rather than waiting for the next day for the press release.
Yeah,
which is great. Also today, applications closed for the Great Southern Nights initiative for the Bring 1,000 gigs, which is 500 in Sydney and 500 in the rest of New South Wales. But that's rolling out in November, Dan.
Okay, so applications are now closed.
It's closed now,
okay.
And I gave...
Any word on when we're going to find out anything? Have you heard anything? Just that.
Look, I rang Glenn at the Beach Hotel to chat with him and say, hey, I rang the Northern, but no one answered. But wanted to find out if they put the application in. And Glenn said that the Beach Hotel had put an application for doing something. Yeah, so there'll be a gig there for somebody, and it's about local acts. So, and they'll get a bit of funding there to help them put it on. But there's a lot, and it leads up to the ARIA Awards, and there's Barnsley's involved. So we may not see Barnsley and the DMAs and all those guys up here. They'll be doing gigs in Sydney somewhere.
Tones and all that stuff.
Tones, yeah. But it's a positive.
Tones and I are local. They'd be good to see them there. The Beachy, part of that.
Yep, it'd be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
it'd be great. Yeah, local outfit. So and good on it, Tones and I. Doing great work. So, but hey, anything's possible. We'll see what happens. And then also, Dan, we've been waiting for this and hanging out, and like the whole industry's been hanging on a knife edge for this one.
The job sleeper, the haymaker, whatever.
The job sleeper, the job maker has been announced for as the first bit of guidelines have been unveiled this week as part of the Job Maker Arts Funding Program, which is $75 million for the RISE Fund, which is Restart Investment to Sustain and Expand. So I guess we're trying to sustain ourselves, and we are trying to expand by doing this kind of, this new show content. And what we're doing is for ourselves. Hopefully we are kind of restarting and hopefully restart our events business, but we'll see what happens. $35 million of Art Sustainability Fund, which is set to provide direct financial assistance to support Commonwealth-funded arts and culture organisations, which I'm guessing is opera, Australian Ballet, large organisations which are part of the government funding program. And there'll be other groups like that to be involved. Regional
big
arts.
Players are going to get
big players.
They'll get that.
Yeah, there's $35 million for big players. The RISE Fund will provide grants of between $75,000 and $2 million to help restart activities such as festivals, concerts, tours, and events once it's safe to do so. Which is, we're going into the unknown, Dan. We don't know when that's going to be.
unless we go virtual like everybody else is, which will, there's lots of virtual festivals happening. I wonder if that's kind of what they're looking at, or if that's not creating the right employment that they're looking for.
Well, it could. It's to. We'll see the guidelines and see what they say, but I think there's always going to be an online content of some sort.
I think that's going to be a takeaway from this whole crisis, is that most live performances will now have some sort of online content as well.
Well, it could be part of what they call the reimagining. The grants will allow the arts sector to reactivate, reimagine, and create new cultural experiences. So that's definitely going to be in there for sure. It's all the buzzwords there.
Fluffy words too.
Including innovative operating and digital delivery models. And it's designed to help keep artists, performers, roadies, front of house staff, and all those who work behind the scenes employed, which is our crew, and so many people in the industry.
Yeah.
It's a $112 billion industry.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how we're going to get 250 million out there effectively, but it's better than nothing at all at this point.
Organisations like ours will be able to apply through the Rise Foundation, is that what it is? Or a Rise Fund?
It's
a pool of money for $75,000 to 2 mil for grants.
For grants.
So we can put in an application, okay?
Yeah, that's
and
right.
other organisations like ours.
And the applications are going to open up later this month and into September. So let's hope there's some
get on
amazing...
it. If you're a company, get on it.
Amazing stuff coming out of that, also this week we lost Don Martin, has passed away. He was my sex bass guitarist. So we lost him this week, unfortunately.
Games.
Yeah, and so many more. So Godspeed, Don, and thanks for all your beautiful work.
Yeah.
And he was a really lovely man and great to work with. Apparently, really passionate.
A big part of the music industry in the
huge part of like My Sex and In Excess, and so much Australian, like back in the 80s in Australia, was just huge industry and innovative and Steve Gilpin, I met Steve Gilpin, who was the lead singer of My Sex, and when we got the North Coast Music Industry Association started, I was on the management board there with Peter Noble as well, and Steve Gilpin.
Oh, okay.
Back in the day.
When was that? What year was that?
Oh, Dan, that's good. 90s, in the 90s.
Okay.
And then
a decade.
and then I'm not sure. We'll have to get the exact year. And then we've also produced the first Dolphin Awards.
The North Coast. Dolphin Awards.
So I was doing all the lighting and audio and helping out and also judging and helping the judgment of all the local talent and skills in the music industry. So it'd be great to get those guys in and talk to them about Dolphin Awards and what's happening.
It would.
Look, I'm nearly there, Dan. Also announced this week, local industry news with Alira Cornell announcing her work with the Regent Cinema in Wollumbar. They've taken it back from a $2 shop or whatever it was and turning it back into a cinema. And so they're reopening as a cinema. And also wanting to do live stage acts and shows and streaming out of the venue.
Great.
So hopefully we'll be able to help her there with streaming acts and live acts and performances from there.
And just good to see that kind of culture coming back to Mirbar.
Yeah,
it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, I've just got a little bit of looking a little bit further afield globally. There's some virtual. There's some virtual stuff coming up because everyone's doing that these days in our current situation. Burning Man's the big one. So what they've done is they've basically created a multiverse. So lots of different people. The whole concept of Burning Man is that people contribute to it and create the festival. And so that's what people have done. They've created all these different virtual reality or augmented reality experiences that you can have, and it's created the multiverse. So there's 8 of them at the moment. There's the Ethereal Empyrean experience, which is Temple 2020, which is the team behind Black Rock City's Empyrean Temple. That's where you go and you kind of give your offering, and you can like let go of stuff and express, and it gets all burnt. But they're doing that digitally. We've got Build a Burn, which is an interactive digital space. They've already hosted events, including remote burns and stuff like that. There's 8 of them. There's one called the Black Rock City in full VR, which is inspired by the multiverse theme, and it comes with current and past art installations, so you can check out some of the previous stuff. And there's also one called the Infinite Player, which is a virtual burn, which will provide people participating in this particular multiverse, whatever you want to call it, with the simulated experience of going home. And the universe features a photoreal landscape. It looks really good, and I think we've got a bit of a clip lined up where you can have a look. So can we?
Oh, fantastic!
We're almost ready for that one.
Almost ready for that. Nearly
So
there.
they've created this really amazing virtual player of where the first.
So someone's
is.
been programming the hell out of this and have created these
a bunch
virtual
of different
worlds.
people have been programming all these different things, so we can all go into the multiverse, which is a real sign of things to come. It's really starting to get interesting as time goes on. It's going to get really interesting what events are going to be, and I don't think we've really seen the beginning of it yet. I think there's going to be a big evolutionary leap through this. I think.
Look, obviously nothing's ever going to replace the awesomeness of being at a live gig, but if you can't get there,
And if you can still go and you can interact with people and you can enjoy the experience and you've got a haptic suit on or something and you can feel things, then it's going to get closer and closer to being real. And
what was the VR one we did a month ago?
That was the Glastonbury.
The Glastonbury.
Yeah, they did a virtual thing this year because Glastonbury was cancelled, and so we borrowed a virtual VR headset and had a go and went to their VR thing, and it was really immersive and it was really quite well done. And you could walk up to people and have a chat with them just like you do in any festival. All that stuff that you do at a festival, buy merch, blag your way backstage, all that stuff. But, Burning Man's a really creative thing, which is all collaborative. So that what's happened, instead of the owners of the festival or whoever they are or the promoters, this is all the other people who have really contributed and created this stuff.
Right.
So are we ready for that clip? No. Okay, no. We're not going to get it. We're not going to get a look at that one.
We'll come back. So, that's fantastic. It sounds really interesting. I'd love to. That'd be a great experience to have a look at that.
Bringing it back home, though, there's some virtual concerts of comedy and music which are happening in Australia, called Inside Sets, which sounds quite interesting. The point of difference for this thing is the interactivity. We're used to virtual stuff where you go and you're just a participant, you watch, but this is much more about interactivity, because the thing that the artists are missing is the interactivity with the audience. So what they've done is they've created two different ticketing platforms. One's incognito, where you just go and you watch and no one sees you, or you can go inside and then your face gets shown in the studio. They can see you dancing. They can see, so whoever's performing gets to see you as part of the thing.
So it's like screens with people's faces on them that they're performing to.
That's right. Yeah.
And there's different rates as well. You can be down the front row in the VIP or you can be further back as well. It's really interesting, and they must feature that as part of the show.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so it's comedy and music. So I think there was something tonight which we've already missed, but on the 20th there's Tahir and Friends and Briggs, Indigenous performer, and on the 22nd of August is Matt O'Kine from Triple J and Friends, the comedian, plus Nookie and Kobe D. So
fantastic.
Another great virtual thing to look at, and please pay. We've got to pay. We've got to
buy a ticket.
The industry. Buy a ticket
and
go
support
check
the
it
artists.
out. Be entertained for the night. Go to an event. Yeah.
Awesome. And also back at home, the Byron Theatre are also doing streaming. They've got online streaming, not events out of the theatre, but they've got the cinema and the theatre experience that they usually would project in the venue. They're actually streaming those online regularly. So Saturday and Sunday they've got two different streams going on. So if you go to the website, the Byron Theatre website, have a look at those, what they're streaming.
We're such an adaptable species, aren't we? Something happens and we all just adapt really quickly. It's pretty amazing to see. It really is, and to be a part of. And although we're lamenting the loss of something, it's also good to embrace what can be, what's going to come out of this. So,
great. All right, so quickly in the real world, Dan, Burning Hands, who were on the show last week, are at the Railway Hotel tomorrow. There is an artisan market at Acacia Street in the industrial estate. And our own spin sister Chop Suey is going to be there. There's also Walking Francis, who's beautifully guitarist. Pablo is going to be there. Fantastic. Lots of was really beautiful. And go and buy some art and go and support the guys and just chill. Really good COVID-safe event, lots of spaciousness, art stalls. Tim Stokes has been on the show. He's going to be at the Beach Hotel. Dan Clark as well at the Beach Hotel. And also one of the hardest working women in show business, the lovely Mandy Nolan, has also got the Country Witches Association in Mullumbimby tomorrow night as well. And I think it's a sold out thing. And she's done, this is like the third or fourth version of this show that she's done, as well as other stuff. She's just working out there.
The Country Witches Association.
Yeah. And there's some gigs at the Beach Hotel as live acts, local acts at the Beach Hotel over the weekend as well. Adam Harper's, the Cheese Trio, and Jay Squidge and the 420 Sound at the Beach Hotel on Sunday. South Wall as well at the Railway Hotel. There you go. There's a bit of real world stuff. Gigs happening. COVID safe.
People adapting.
Yeah. There you go. All right. So we're going to jump to video of the week, I believe. Straight into that. Right.
So that was the Infinite Player virtual reality experience.
That was the look at Burning Man
lots
2020.
Of detail. Yeah, lots of detail.
Right.
Almost as good as Bang.
Wow, looked incredible.
Yeah.
So video of the week, Sally Bracewell, who was on Danny's Friday knockoff last week. Just a beautiful voice.
Really beautiful.
Just gorgeous, amazing, just beautiful. And Nolly from Byron Film has shot her film clip.
Okay.
So we're going to have a look at that. We're going to have a look at that now. Hopefully, soon.
Yeah.
Soon. We'll have a look. She was absolutely beautiful. Yeah, gorgeous voice. And but look, we've been working with Nolly from Byron Film a number of occasions when we've done our corporate events. Also, the work that we've done at the Lighthouse with our outside broadcasts, our streamcasts. He's got a wonderful gift of capturing his imagery.
He's a beautiful cinematographer and director of photography. He does a really good job. Byron Live is his thing. He does a similar thing on Friday.
Byron, he's got Digital Replay, his new name, and he does for every Thursday night. He does a live stream, and he's been going out of the record shop with a live stream and a band there. And but he's wonderful to work with. Got some, as you said, great cinematographer.
Yeah.
And he's done this clip for Sally as part of that, and helped out so many other people as well in the industry, and done some great video work. So if you want to get a video done, he's your man. If you want to, he's a great operator around at Byron Film.
I'd like to see Byron Bay become a hub for music videos. That's what I'd like to see. Yeah, there's my vision.
Be great.
Are we ready for Sally Bracewell?
No, not yet. Okay. All right.
We're getting close.
What else on the show can we cover, Dan?
Well, we've still got coming up Willie from Wild Zillions. He's going to be doing a live performance here. The set's all ready for him. We've still got Nana Cat's table with Stitch Witch Studios, face masks.
Yes.
We've got a lot coming up.
Yeah, custom made.
Yep.
Handmade from that.
And we're moving on from that one. Okay. So we're going to go to, they don't have that video.
Okay,
so
no worries.
Yep.
Good.
Okay.
Roll on to the artist interview, we'll come back to
All right, cool.
Artist interview. Okay, so
all right,
let's have a chat with Willie.
Let's talk to Willie McElroy.
All right.
Oh, okay. And that'll be the rolling of the artist of the week. Intro. Yeah, come on in, Willie. It's the thing about jumping to whichever camera here. We'll go over here. There we go. While Willie gets himself. There you go. Quick on. There we go. Quick on the. That was a quick camera change so we could get you in without doing the thing. Hey, look, we're doing okay for a bunch of industry guys who haven't done film and TV before.
Mate, this is fantastic. I was here the other day and it was an empty room, and now it's got, you know, sailing gear.
We've got a bit of a set going.
It's like
for
a
you.
ship. It's
yeah,
fantastic.
We've got a bit of a set. Yeah.
Absolutely
Look, it's not our natural environment. It's like step up and do something, and that's we've all just jumped in. We're reskilling. There's heaps of gear like behind the scenes here. Like obviously, people can't see, but there's heaps of gear and cables and stuff everywhere.
If people could see what you've put in, the energy and the effort and the spirit that's in here, all the lads are fantastic, working their
guys are wrangling with
running
computers.
around. I can't believe how many times they don't even touch the steps as they run up and down. They're just like, yeah, fair play, lads.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah.
Byron Bay.
Yeah, it's not an easy thing. Going live is intense. It's not like you record something and then just kind of, we'll fix that later and cut that out. Going live is really quite intense.
What do you mean? This is live?
Yeah, bro. We're doing it. Did your mum watch it?
Jesus Christ, I told her we'd edit out the cursing because my grandmother won't be too happy about it.
Well, you wouldn't be a true
Actually,
Irishman.
do you mind if I say hello to Ireland?
Of course
There's quite
not.
a few Irish people probably watching in this evening.
yeah.
They said,
Yeah.
or this morning.
Yeah.
Hello, how are you, Ireland? Hello, Marianne in Melbourne. All the people in Melbourne who are stuck inside. Nice to see you all. A bit of energy sent down to you from up here in Byron Bay.
Yeah. Big love to everyone in Melbourne.
Yeah.
We're kind of really feeling for them down there, having to get locked in.
It's
and
madness.
So hopefully, might get some viewers, some people tuning in, do something different from the regular TV.
It's one of the things that people inside, one of my gigs is window cleaning as well. I'm a window cleaner during the day. And
people were telling me you were squeaky clean.
Yeah, me and Van Morrison. He's the one with the money. But it's been kind of busy. It's weird since it happened because I think everyone's at home looking out the windows and they can't see out, and so they're like, ring Willie. So, do you mind if I do a window cleaning plug?
I'm not at all.
Joking.
No.
I wish I had my t-shirt.
If you want to be squeaky clean.
I have a new t-shirt. It says Wipe and See Window Cleaning. The window cleaning company, not the toilet paper company. Wipe and See. Which ties into the whole toilet paper grabbing.
Oh, yes, of course.
Trip.
Yeah. There you go. It's up for grabs, mate. It's up for grabs. Well, hopefully we got to go around. I know, look, it's a jungle out there.
Oh, Jesus, I think
it makes me wonder how we just really ever keep from going under.
There's a squirrel back here.
We've got squirrels here. Might have a bandicoot, maybe. Well, look, William, great to have you in the studio.
Great to see you, Sean. It's been too long.
Way too long. It's always a pleasure to catch up, and it's been far too long in between. Willie, you are an industry legend in our region, and you have been performing and working here for so many years. Like, we've known each other for over 20 years now through Bay FM.
Easy. I think if we added it up, it'd be longer.
Yeah, it'd be 25 years, I reckon.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah.
Well, my middle daughter is Erica. She's 30. So, yeah. So it's closer to 30. I think.
Yeah. Crikey.
When was the Blues Festival at the park in the middle of town? How long ago was that?
Oh, at Red Devils?
Yeah. That was a long time.
Yeah.
That was close to 30, was it?
Yeah, well, I've been working with the festival for nearly 30 years.
Yeah, right.
So 28 years now, and started out at the Red Devils.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
We played that all those years ago.
And for people who may not remember, your band then was the Wild Zinnias.
That's right, yeah,
the
way
Wild
back
Zinnias.
then, yeah.
And
Wild Zinnias.
The romp and stomp of...
It was Irish
Gaelic.
paddy mad pub stuff. It was fiddles, and it was bass, and it was wild drums, and it was chaos. It was back in the day of Byron, when I was just talking before to you, about he had the same experience. When the railway was there and it was open, and the band would be pumping and the crowd would be pumping, all the mad Byron, mad hippie loonies that we all were back in those days. And then all the people get off the train and come around the back and come in the side gate and the band was there. And they wouldn't see the band, but they'd just see all these,
And get off the train from Sydney.
Couple of hundred, yes, of course, yeah, the Sydney train. Hundreds of people jumping around like loonies. And you could see the look in their faces, that, and we were all, the same as well. That's the Byron spirit. And everyone wanted to, this is me, I'm moving here. You could see, Dutch people and French people and,
And then, of course, there was
couple of paddies.
All of the halls, country halls.
Yeah,
you were playing
of
all
course.
the halls everywhere. And
Main Arm, Curabell. Jesus, remember the Curabell full moon parties?
Rocking the whole hall, bouncing up and down.
It was hundreds of kids sleeping outside in cars and tents, and everyone knew everybody. Everyone's kid knew everybody else's kid, and they were all just, if any kid had any problems, all the other kids would bring them back inside.
Yeah, great days to the Byron Show. There's so many new people. What happened? So many new people here just not have any of that experience at all.
I feel sorry for people that they didn't have that hit. And then at the same time, I'm not taking away from the fact that there still is a massive spirit here in Byron Bay and Mullumbimby and all the hills and everything. Everyone's still here. I made a comment the other day, and the young guy who works for me, Matty, in the window cleaning, he turned to me and he said, "Excuse me, there's still a really good Byron spirit here, and it's still here, and we still stand up and protest. And the government down south still looks to this area, as a testing ground for all sorts of. We still had the gas fields thing a few years ago, remember? And we were the spot where it stopped, So they still look at us with that eye from down south. And the spirit is still here. I heard somebody on Bay FM the other day knock it and say that it wasn't here anymore, and if only it was here from the past and stuff. That's not true. It's still here. And all of you people out there who are listening in tonight, you know that too, that to be true.
Yeah.
I don't know where the camera is. I'm just surrounded by lights.
Yeah, here we go. Over this one, over Jazz there, yeah.
But anyway.
It's still here.
Yeah,
we've taken a bit.
Here it is.
Yeah,
here it is.
Look
there. This is kicking ass.
Yeah.
What we do? Let's set up a TV studio.
Yeah, that's it. What have we got? We've got some stuff lying around. What are we going to do, guys?
Yeah. Freedom of speech. Say what you like. Here we are.
Start our own TV channel.
Fair play to you, Sean. Yeah. I'm really proud of you for what you're doing over here, and all you lads working over here.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, we've got a great team.
Kicking some ass.
We've got a great team, and
it's open dialogue. It's free speech. It's like the Echo in Mullumbimby. Murdoch hasn't bought it. Bought everything else and then shut it down in the pandemic.
Yeah.
Don't let me get political.
And there's a lot of people sitting on their ass with a job keeper, but these guys are working their asses off. Sure. We've been working hard with getting the new studios and really kind of retraining and re-understanding and getting new skills on doing all this stuff. It's not been our forte before, but to just jump in and start learning all these new.
Because you've been radio for years and years. That's how I always remember you as radio. Now here you are.
8 years of North Coast events. And,
of course, the PAs and stuff. But this is incredible. This is brand new TV. Let's go. Yeah, great.
Doing it. All right. So look, let's your new material. You've been recording new.
Well, sure. Never stop playing music, never stop recording and writing songs and stuff. Even though there's not, there isn't a quid in it anymore. All the musicians out there in TV land, feel for you. But it was never about money anyway. It was always about the energy and the vibe, the crack,
right.
And living in wild hills of Main Arm and raising kids and living here. This is the dream. Yeah. There is no other dream further. The dream has been the last 30 years of living here.
And Phil from Fracas history was
Phil Pine.
Was telling us that he'd been recording your work.
Yeah, we've been working over at my little studio over in Ewansdale. Yeah, Phil, he's great bloke.
Hey, have we got a clip of the Wild Zinnias at the Rails?
Really?
We found,
No way.
Yeah, we found something.
What?
Yeah, we found something. Yeah, it was on YouTube.
Get away.
Yeah, we found it.
Oh, okay. There's probably something from. That's a long time ago. That's with Davey Allen.
Yeah.
David Allen, when David Allen was kicking. Yeah. He
Good to go with that? Any luck?
Yeah, this is with
that.
David Allen, who is now, he lived in Ocean Shores. David Allen was a legend who lived around here. I just have a quick explanation before you run it. When Bowie arrived in Australia on one of his tours, I think it was the last tour, the reporters went up to him and they said to him, what do you love about Australia the most? And he turned around and he said, David Allen. And they said, who's David Allen? And they sent all the reporters up here to South Golden Beach to interview David Allen, see who he is. Sorry, I'm messing with the mic. Right. See who he was and what the story is. He's from a band called Gong, which are an English band. They were a huge psychedelic band back in the 70s. French, American, massive. He lived down the road, And so this is David Allen. We used to, every Paddy's Day, David was a very good friend of mine. He'd get up on stage and sing a couple of Irish songs with us. We get really drunk and get thrown out of the bar at the end of the night. This is him getting up at the rails.
Let's have a look at that.
Oh my God, I can't believe you're dragging this up.
Oh, fantastic. The legendary David Allen there with the legendary Willie McElroy and the Wild Zinnias live gig, Byron Bay, many years ago, well, 8-10 years ago, something now. And joining us in the studio, thanks William, as our featured artist of the week, Willie McElroy, Byron Bay legend and troubadour. What have you got, Willie? This is a new song?
This is a song I wrote a couple of years ago. It's I've been writing a lot of things about local things. This is about a girl who was killed on Coolman Scenic Road. It's a bit of a sad song, but with a very up-tempo melody, which a lot of my songs are.
Just to lift her spirits.
But it's for Harley, and you know, yeah, that Coolman Scenic Road. I know, lost a few friends on that old Coolman Scenic Road.
It's claimed a few, yeah.
Chris Wright as well, but and this is one of those things where you kind of wake up and get that message that that's what's happened the night before, and to embrace the glorious shiny moments that we do get before they're all taken away. This is called Glorious Shiny Moments. I'd like to sing it for everyone in Byron. Leaving Kempsey, right behind him on a Honda 125. She says she remembers all the back roads into Byron, back from when she was a child. It's never easy, no gold medallion, no Olympic winning smile, but in these stolen moments out on this highway, a brand new freedom is blowing her mind. And he says when the darkness hits the pavement, search of shadows, and the light keeps trying to set them free. And how the darkness and the ripples of the river meets the mountains and the valley to reach the sea. There's that kind of darkness in me, and Harley says I don't care, 'cause there's that kind of darkness in me too. She was told the early bird catches the worm. Harley'd say watch out for fishing lines, 'cause if necessity's the mother of invention, and invention's the bastard son of time. It's never easy, it's never easy. One day we'll have to give back all these glorious shiny moments we've ever lived. It's never easy, it's never easy. One day we'll have to give back all these glorious shiny moments. She's leaving Kempsey, he's right behind her on a Honda 125. She says she remembers all the back roads into Byron, back from when she was a child.
Nice one. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thanks so very much, Willie McElroy. I think we're going to video of the week this week. We're going to ready to roll with that one, and this is Sally Bracewell with Howl at the Moon, and shot and edited, produced by Nolly at Byron Film. Let's have a look at that. Sorry, mate. It's beautiful.
think I've been waiting here a while now, like a dog, so that you can get what you want. Bit my tongue, but my teeth are growing long now. I'm biding my time like a lily lilac wine. So give me blood, give me bones to feed my fury. Give me a night and a day so I can cure this. Give me drink so I can see more foolish. Hold up the moon, feed it now, feel it somehow. Hold up the moon, feed it now, feel it somehow. Hanging here like a crusty cured fish, sharp and worn like split glass, devilishly stalking my own self-sabotage. Inhaling in, ain't doing nothing, hyperventilating, cracks running down my chin. Inside I'm screaming, inside I'm screaming.
And go the intro for Nana Cat's Table. All right, is that we're going straight in? Is that what's happening? Oh, well, let's run the intro. Go straight in. All right. This week on Nana Cat's Table is it's all the rage now, Dan. It's all the rage. Everyone needs a face mask now.
It's probably going to be mandatory. You have to face the fact that it's probably going to be mandatory. Did you see what I did there? Face the fact. Did you like that? It's probably going to be mandatory.
Sorry, I didn't get that where it's facing off in so many other ways.
At some point, we're all going to need them. I used them on the plane in the airports last week. We're all going to need something, and it's good to buy something locally made, COVID approved, reusable, washable, sterilisable, adjustable.
Yes, adjustable
and cool.
And very cool. This is from the lovely Alice, who her shop was called Love Cult in the Centennial Circuit in the Byron Industrial Estate.
Yeah.
She's been formerly known as and rebranded as the Stitch Witch, and she's got these beautiful masks. She's creating these wonderful masks. It's got also the correct filtration fabric inside it. Yeah, you've got it's a silk cotton outer layer with organic cotton. It's vegetable dyed lining on the inside here. This is my personal Sailor Jerry model. It's got 2 layers of non-woven filtration fabric inside it, and it's hygienic and ready to go.
You're going to need one, so you might as well get something locally made.
You're going to need it at some point. Well, and what the New South Wales Premier is saying that, you know, without enforcing it, people should be wearing it in supermarkets and places like
public transport.
And if not soon, if not now, soon, it could be made a bit more mandatory depending on what happens. But certainly look at what's happening down in Melbourne and Victoria, where they're saying this could be something that you're going to need to have and wear for time
the
to
rest
come.
of your life.
But if you are going to do it, look good doing it.
That's right, look stylish.
And yes, you've got so many great patterns and styles, and one of our crew, Hunter, he's got quite a significant beard, and Alice is actually custom making him a proper mask for him to wear doing the whole beard instead of just the blue thing that rides up. He's getting a range of custom made beard ready masks.
Stitch Witch Studio.
Stitch Witch Studio, yep, and that is the website, is the stitchwitch.studio as a website. We're going to post that link up on our Facebook channel as well. If you have a look at that, and go and have a look at the styles, and fill out the form and get in touch with Alice, and she'll make something custom for you. Beautiful, thanks Alice.
Thanks, Nana
Nana
Kath.
Kath's Table, Stitch Witch, beautiful face masks. Thanks. Saving us all. We're going to go and have a look at, now we're going to jump to something else completely different. Oh,
Rusty.
yeah, Rusty.
Rusty's Nails.
Rusty's going to nail it.
Our Blues Fest representative.
Yeah.
And our beloved man. Where are you, Rusty? We're going to jump in the chair.
We're going to jump into that. We've got a new promo for Rusty's Rave coming up. Joining me in the studio right now.
I didn't have time to fall asleep. I'm usually dozing away in the chair watching videos. It's
get
cool.
This man a coffee.
I'll tell you what I do need. I do need some of Nana Kath's table masks.
Because you're talking about going back to England.
That's good for an old dude, isn't it, to get on a plane and go to England. It's not something that I really want to do.
Unavoidable.
But it's something that requires personal attention. So, but the ramifications and my applications I have to get a travel permit that lasts 2 months, and then I've got to grab a flight in that 2 months. But I was looking at a flight yesterday, economy, $9,000. Plus, of course, I'm going to have to isolate when I come back here, which is $3,000. So it's like, wow. But unfortunately, of course, it all comes at the wrong time for me. But I've got to go. There is stuff that needs personal attention over there in the UK. So
that's a hell of a round trip. Well, we're going to sort you out.
Well,
We've got some masks.
I could do a satellite cross to here because it's
could
going to be
yeah,
lunchtime there. I could be sitting in isolation in England and talking about the music scene over there.
That'd be great. Give us a
That's
report.
something.
That'd be fantastic. Let's hear what's really happening on the ground.
I'd be saying, it's cold. Can I come home now? It's cold. Can I come home now?
Get your money ready. Get your money ready and get ready for isolation.
Look what I got. Something for the Mama Cat's table.
Oh, these are the collectibles.
Yeah, these are collectibles. Yeah, this is of course, it's the festival that never happened. Look, we've got you can hold all this up.
Oh, nice one.
I should have brought people in. We should have got the team to have modelled them, but there's a few. We don't have a lot left, to be perfectly honest.
Oh, really?
Well, what happened was, Monday, the 16th of March, we got closed down 3 weeks out. At that point, the presses were rolling on all our merch. And literally, Peter made the phone call and just said, stop the presses right now. Just whatever you've got, we have to have. And whatever's not printed, we don't want. Hence, We never got to the ones with the sort of the most popular, which is the logo on the front and the lineup on the back. Didn't get to that. But we did get to.
Oh, this though. Thanks, Russ. This is a perfect size. Thanks, Peter.
Oh, jeez.
This is my size. Nice
Jeez, look
one.
at
There you
that.
go.
We've got
all these weeks of
Listen,
Blues Fest promo, mate, and we
I thought that you.
ka-ching, boys. We got this one sorted. What else you got?
I got a winter hoodie. That's a pretty cool thing, that, actually. That's what you need. It's a bit big for you, but
Oh, nice.
we can sort something out, I'm sure. I'm
trumpeted.
sure. Maybe we can give it a little bit away.
Look, that'd be fantastic.
I'll talk to the men at our merch man, Leo. Hope you're watching, Leo.
That's great. We've got so many new followers on our Twitch channel.
Cool.
And lots of people liking us on the Facebook page.
And you're going on YouTube now.
Yes. Yeah. Nice
Awesome.
work, team.
Awesome.
Nice work. Yeah.
So that's it. And well, so that's the.
So let's
merch.
give some away
The
to some of
festival
our
that never
followers
happened.
on Twitch, because Twitch was our kind of first initial launch pad, and we've got a couple of hundred followers on Twitch, I think, and we'll
Twitch
we'll
works for me.
Chuck some names in a thing. We'll pull some names out and
Why don't we do
throw
that?
some Blues Fest merch around.
Why don't we do that?
Fantastic. All right, let's
And
do
I'll
that.
sort out, because we've got broken sizes. We don't have all the sizes in everything, and we've it's been on sale for a couple of months now. So we are running out of stuff. So they are becoming more and more collectible, and it'll be the sort of thing to wear next Easter at Blues. Like, I wasn't there last year either, you know.
What do you mean you weren't there? I got the shirt.
I got the shirt of the festival that never happened. But it was a great lineup. And that brings me to what a great lineup it's going to be next year. And also the fact that our second artist announcement is next Wednesday morning at 7 o'clock. And we've got this huge all-Aussie announcement. All Australian artists, some amazing artists that Peter has managed to get onto the announcement. And, of course, with an artist announcement comes a ticket price rise. So, what am I saying?
Get in now.
And look, and I'll say it again. First of all, it's Peter is talking with our site guys, with the government, week in, week out, working through the whole COVID thing, the way it's developing, going backwards, going forwards. But we will run a COVID-19 safe event. The government will give us the guidelines and we will stick to them. Of course, there's going to be extra sanitization stations. There'll be the check-in stations. There'll be the social distancing. Whatever is necessary to get this happening, we are going to do our darndest to get the damn thing happening, because not just for us, but it's for the whole of the live music industry. There's so many people reliant on Blues Fest as an income, and as well as volunteers. And it's just so important that we sort of, if you like, carry a banner towards next Easter and go, yeah, whatever, we're going ahead. And to sort of make it even easier, if anyone buys a ticket, rest assured and rest and sleep easy in the knowledge that your ticket money is in a locked account, so that should, I hate to even think about it, but should something happen again like this year, and we are precluded by government legislation from going ahead, then your ticket money is already preserved and ready for a refund. So, we feel for the guys in Victoria at the moment who are, they must feel like pariahs of the universe at the moment. But, we feel for you down there. So again, it would be a thing that if something like that happens to our Victorian people, you can still buy the ticket. And even if we go ahead and the government restriction at the time prevents you from traveling, then there will be a ticket refund for you. So, we're doing our very, very best to say, come on, everybody, let's all get this right. And of course, we'll be closer to the event, we'll be saying things like, okay, now you're coming to Blues Fest. For the couple of weeks beforehand, for the 14 days beforehand, don't go partying, don't go doing stuff, stay socially distant. Keep yourself clean and then come to Blues Fest. That way, when we're all together, we've got chances of having one of the greatest Blues Fests that we've ever seen.
Awesome. Do the right thing. There you go. They don't call it Rusty's Rave for nothing.
Yeah, bullshit.
Hey, so talking about local
Yes.
and Australian,
Yes.
Round Mountain Girls. Is that?
Yeah, well, I spoke to the Round Mountain Girls because I wanted them to come in and do some stuff live. But, of course, most of them are living in the Bubble, which is in the Shire just south of the Queensland border, which means that while they stay there, they can go across they have a chance to go across the border. So they can't come south. They can't come and see us at the moment anyway. So they sent us this video, which we're going to sort of go out on, which was recorded in 2017. And it's actually only two of the dudes in Round Mountain Girls, Chris Eaton and Rabbit, the violin player, but they're doing one of their most requested songs of the time. And it's called The Watch.
And this is from a Blues Fest.
Yeah, it's from
clip
Crossroads
as well.
stage.
Yeah, from Crossroads.
In fact,
they're romping.
funny we should say Crossroads.
I know, right? Who'd have thunk it? It's
for those who don't know, Sean is the stage manager of Crossroads.
27 years.
27. He started when he was 3 years old. He was a young kid on the block, not like me, not like this old dude. Anyway, sorry.
Let's
nano nap.
Yeah, you're right, mate.
Can I have another nano nap?
Somebody wake Rusty up.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at the. Thanks for coming in, Rusty,
No,
and
it's a
thanks for the
pleasure.
merch. And we'll find some great followers. We can. Thanks, Peter.
Cool. Buy a ticket. Announcement
Peter.
Wednesday, 7:00 in the morning. Oh, buy a ticket.
You'll come back and tell us about that lineup next week.
Yeah. You'll have the lineup and the video and the whole thing. Sweet as.
Fantastic.
See you next Friday.
All right, let's check out
Round Mountain Girls.
from
The Watch.
Crossroads stage.
Crossroads.
Blues Fest.
2017.
You're
Thank you so much, Byron. We're going to slow it down because you're looking a bit tired now. My dad used to hate long hair. He hated the leather jackets I wore. He hated the Marshall stack I used to cram into the back of his car. But God love him, he drove me to gigs all over deep and dirty Liverpool when I was 15 years old and not old enough to actually be in the pub that I was playing in. And this one's called A Watch. Granddad used to sit me on his knee in the part of the house we call the scullery. And as the coal struggled to generate much heat, I'm aware of generations past that had shuffled down this street. He was old and he was wise and always willing to advise on how best to shoe a horse or the way to crank a car. And when I reached my 7th year, he handed down to me a timepiece that I knew to be part of family. I was old enough to read it and I was old enough to know this patriarchal dear old man was the leader in the show. The only time I saw my father show emotion as he cried was when he didn't make the war to hold his father as he died. Some things stay with you all your life, as that moment does with me. And for Dad, the realization he was now atop the tree. He's the pivot of the generations that now must follow on, and that included me, my brother, and in time my own 2 sons. He's the haven where you head for help. He's the guiding hand you crave and need to clean all his knowledge before he takes it to the grave. Perhaps our modern world forgets that wisdom comes with age. That night was time for my old man to take the center stage. Molly used to sit up on her knee. Ned was on the other one, they're both a part of me. You do your best, we're never always right. They've swapped toy cars for real ones, you try and guide them home at night. And as I check the piece up on my wrist to see time is passing by, and history is wheeled around, and it's now my turn to cry. This time it's me that missed the boat, and I chose the wrong damn whim. If I could, I'd choose another, even if I had to swim. Now I'm old enough to see it, and I'm old enough to know that for now I've got the baton, I'm the leader in the show. Thank you so much, Byron.
Round Mountain Girls, live at Crossroads Stage.
Yeah, man.
And here we are, back Byron Bay Live on Into the Unknown, Kev's Corner, the segment that just came out of nowhere while I was away one week. No one consulted me about this, but anyway, I'm glad that it's here.
Well, you left, and they put me in the hot seat.
Look,
so.
it's good to have you in your corner, Kev.
Well, yes, here we are. I'm enjoying a little bit of Stone and Wood this evening.
And what's this week?
So we had Will on. That was amazing, his performance.
He's got a couple more songs to do, by the
What
way.
a performer, man. He let it belt a little bit for us, man. It's nice. So yeah, that leads me to the video of the week. So I met Will last week when Phil Pine, local muso, he used to run Fracas Studios. They're good friends, and they had been working together. And I've known Phil since I came to, probably since I came to Australia in 2004. And his son is also a legendary musician from the area, Jai Pine, and he was in a
Paper
band
Scissors.
called Paper Scissors. So this week's clip is Tipped Hat from the Paper Scissors. This is a cut from, I think, 2012, and I was in the studios around that time when they were making the album. I have to do it justice. It's a big part of my story in Australia, a big part of, a lot of these relationships that I've made. A lot of them are from Fracas. And so, yeah, I'm stoked to play this clip. It's awesome. Rockin' tune, man. So this is Paper Scissors. Are we going to just cut to it? Or
I reckon we go straight to it.
Yeah, let's go straight to it. So this is Paper Scissors, Tipped Hat. And go check it out on Spotify. I'm sure it's on there. Dig it up, man. This is gold. All right. Enjoy.
Said those things to me. Awful things. You said those things to him.
You're on Into the Unknown, Byron Bay Live, Kev's Corner,
Hey, Mike, am I audible? Can you hear me?
and that was
My
the paper scissors.
Yeah. Sorry. That's the paper scissors tipped hat. Just shout outs on that. That's Zave on bass, Zave Naughton, and Boundy Sound. James Boundy mixed that one. I'm just trying to think of all the names. But yeah, that was I want to say they recorded that in 2011, man. It was an exciting time, man. It was a good time.
Yeah,
to be
paper
there.
scissors. They almost made it big. They got the ad that picked them
Oh
up.
man,
and
like
they
I
were-
said,
they
I
were-
think I was telling you, man.
Yeah.
They did a show with the Beachy, man. They just rocked it.
Yeah.
It was like seriously one of the best shows I've seen since I've
I
been
think
here.
I was there for that. I think I was there for that,
Oh, were
that
you?
gig. Yeah.
It was like a date night for me and the old lady. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Like all the hours we're putting in here, everybody's working really, really hard, man. And that's one thing that I just don't want to let it go unsaid. You know, everyone's really putting in a lot of effort. And so, sorry, my wife. I want to shout out Holly Jackson. I know you're out there. She's probably not watching. She's probably like, putting the kids to bed or something. So
Just presenting you quietly in the dark room.
She's fighting the battle behind the scenes, so I can fight the battle here. you
Yeah.
know? So yeah.
Yeah,
shout out to her.
there's a lot of rock and roll widows around here. Probably less at the moment, but thanks for the corner, Kev.
Yeah,
we'll
man.
see you next week.
Yep.
Thanks for the team. That's it for Into the Unknown this week. We're gonna go out with Willie McElroy. He's ready to go over there, and we'll be back
Yeah,
next
Willie.
week live and ready on Friday nights.
Thanks, lads. This is a song called Love is the Sharpest Blade. I wrote this after listening to Dick Cheney make a speech. And I realised that the truth is definitely subjective. Goes like this. The truth is subjective, depends on the words you put in your sentence. Oh, and as naive as that might seem, and as foolish as I might be, I think that God is afraid of us. She's really not sure what to make of us. Will we succeed? Will we fail? Will it be heads? Could it be tails? All our victories are blunt, because love is the sharpest blade. Just catch a shooting star, put it in your pocket, just until tonight, love, then burn it up and rock it. It's the prosperity of kisses, it's an avalanche of touch. It'll cut me and protect me, this blade I love so much. The truth is perspective. Say looking in your own face, you don't need no detective. Your mouth's making promises your body can't keep. I know that you're lying cause you can't get to sleep. Stop acting holy, I can see right through you. That's where the light shines in. That's where the light streams in, through all the holes in our arguments. Prosperity of kisses, it's an avalanche of touch. It'll cut me and protect me, this blade I love so much. Catch a shooting star, put it in your pocket, just until tonight, love, let's burn it up and rock it. Thank you very much. Okay, I got one more song and I'll leave you to it. This is a song I wrote just recently. I was out at the farm, so everyone knows where the farm is. Stay on the mic, William. And I did a beekeeping course, and a friend of mine, Aland Young, who was the beekeeper at the time, told me all these stories. And one of them was that it turns out that bees in a swarm are like a dog. When the beekeeper dies, the swarm will follow the coffin of the beekeeper to the graveyard and hang in a tree near where they're having the funeral. And yeah, it blew my mind that they actually do that. They're incredible sentient beings. And so I envisaged a girl whose dad was a beekeeper, and wrote this song about what happened. It's called The Beekeeper's Daughter. It goes like this. Oh, the beekeeper's daughter, she was watching the sky when the guests at the funeral began to ask why. She says, I'm watching the swarm that's been following the hearse. His bees loved him as much as I do. Oh, they loved him as much as I do. Now the wax from these candles might roll down for years, but the wax from these candles won't wipe away tears. And tears won't last, neither will gold, but a love pure as honey will never grow old. The beekeeper's daughter then talked about hives as the coffin was lowered. She says it's what kept him alive. The nectar protected him from the sickness and cold. Our father, when he died, was 200 years old. She said our father, when he died, was 200 years old. Now the buzzing got louder and the swarm like a dome wrapped round his body for to carry him home. Higher and higher, till no one could see. Was it a bird or a plane, or a man or a bee? And the beekeeper's daughter's tears now dried. She smiled as she watched them fly higher and higher, to memory long gone, not a word of a lie. The swarm follows the coffin when a beekeeper dies. The swarm follows the coffin when a beekeeper dies. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Byron Bay. Peace.
Another one? Have you got one more? One more?
One more?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, lads.
Do we want to hear another one?
No, no. Okay. I might have to tune it though, that's the only thing. It'll take a quick second.
No, it's fine. Take as long as you want.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is a great song. It's not mine. And it was written by, I think it was Richard Thompson wrote it. It's a story about a motorbike and a guy and a girl. It's kind of a love story. And I've always loved it because it reminds me of my brother, Jerry, who used to always ride this old BSA motorbike. And you'd hear him coming for miles and miles around. He's a bit of a wild lad, like the rest of my family. I've got a family of 9 brothers and sisters. Some of them are listening. Maria's probably listening. Martin, Jerry, maybe Paul in England, maybe Mark Robson in England. Hello to everybody out there in technical world. Anyway, so your man, he's on the motorbike. He's a bit of a bank robber. And he causes lots of trouble. And I just threw the pick down, didn't I? Thanks for your patience. True professional. Always Thierry Fosmal always used to tell me, make sure the guitar's in tune, no matter what. Nothing worse than the guitar not being in tune. Anyway, this is called Vincent Black Lightning. Says Red Molly to James, that's a fine motorbike. A girl could feel special on any such lake. James, to Red Molly, my hat's off to you. That's Vincent Black Lightning, 1952. Well, I seen you at the corner and the cafes, it seems. Red hair and black leather are my favourite colour schemes. And he's pulled her on behind, on down to the Box Hill, did it right. Now says James to Red Molly, here's a ring for your right hand, but I tell you in earnest, I'm a dangerous man. I fought with the law since I was 17, and I robbed many a man to get my Vincent machine. But now I'm 21 years, might not make 22, but I don't mind dying for the love of you. And if fate should break my stride, well, I'll give you my Vincent to ride. Come down, Red Molly, says Sergeant McLean, for the taking young James Avery for armed robbery. Shotgun blast through his chest, left nothing inside. Oh, come down, Red Molly, to his dying bedside. Oh, when she came to the hospital, there wasn't much left. He was running out of road, he was running out of breath. And he smiled to see her cry. He said, I'll give you my Vincent to ride. And this is James to Red Molly, here, my hat's off to you. It's a Vincent Black Lightning, 1952. Oh, now angels and aerials and leathers and in chrome, they don't have a home like a Vincent 52. Oh, and he's reached for her hand and he's gave her the keys. Says I have no further use for these. I see angels on aerials in leather and in chrome, coming down from heaven to carry
says I'll give you my Vincent to ride. He says I'll give you my Vincent to ride.
Thank you very much and good night, and thanks for listening to me and all the madness.